Hello and welcome everyone to another episode of the Still Sane podcast. I am here with the legendary Darth Microtransaction, the face of Path of Exile 2. How you doing, man? Oh, you can't say no. What are you doing?
No, dude. How about the voice of one skinny bastard in the Abyss Monsters? Oh, God, take that, dude. I'm doing good, man. Thanks for the invite. How you doing, Trey?
I'm doing well. My daughters went to bed on time. I had a 102.8 fever about an hour ago. I'm feeling okay, though. We just talked about it. Had an energy drink, had some medicine. So I'm feeling better. I'm pretty hyped for Friday. I'm hoping I'm better by then. It's going to be a big day.
Well, yeah, you gotta be, all power levels ready for Friday, brother. Did you take time off already?
I took 1 day off for launch, yeah.
The fuck is that?
I have kids now, so now I have to go. Well, I don't have to, but now we go on vacations together. Like on Monday, we're going to
and you have a baby called
park.
Path of Exile too.
Yeah, but
what are we talking about?
My other baby just turned 1, so I just got to take the L. That's it.
And Path of Exile is 6 months. It needs the attention like even more. Or 8 months. Like where are we talking about here? All in, baby. 2 weeks off minimum.
Path of Exile has so many stewards, though. It's got, like almost 1 million players. It's got all the developers. It'll be okay without my help. This one, though, if I walk away, I mean, she's gonna get crushed, right? So my wife probably also would not be very happy if I did that.
All right, sure.
Probably a bad idea.
All right, one day it is. All right.
One day off.
That better be a 24 hours all the way in.
24 hours is rough, but I'm gonna go as long as I can with the energy drink unlock, man. I've been ate my stamina.
Okay.
It's much longer, and it's not like we got like a last Epoch or Diablo 4 launch. It's not a Tuesday. It's a Friday. So my one day off is 3 days of actual playing because it's Saturday, Sunday. So 1 day out from the job, playing a few days.
You'll do what you can, and I mean, once your kids grow up, you can ship them off to military school or something, and you're all in at that point. Let's go, dude.
Not both
Clear
my
up
daughters.
the old schedule.
Not military school. Nah, I don't know. No, that's a little bit of a rabbit hole. But my oldest is about to get into preschool, and we're considering: do we homeschool? Do we go to the public school? It's a tough decision. So
there's pros and cons to both, bro. I mean, I was homeschooled for a while until high school.
Yeah,
but my mom was like an actual teacher, like degree and everything. So like it made sense for us also. And I liked being homeschooled, but also like at some point I wanted to I need to meet people and learn not to be a socially awkward bastard. So
I was gonna say,
there's kind of a.
Did you do a lot of that, or no? You were like kind of isolated.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't say us. My parents had friends, and we had friends that were also in homeschool and whatnot. It's fine. And at a certain point, I look back and I think, oh, I wish I had been in school with like friends and stuff. But then I look back and also like I kind of respect it in a way because like a lot of times I'll think about like game regulation and stuff or like maturity rate and stuff, and I always come back to the same take. Like, well, just be a parent. Like, if you want your kids to have access to something, be your own damn parent. And so I think about it, I was like, well. Realizing that I don't take myself, it's like, I kind of respect my parents taking away. I didn't play the Diablo games as a kid. Sure, I was homeschooled for a way, but they were representing their own morals and boundaries within, as the steward, as you say, of me as the child. So as I get older, I respect the decision more and I understand it.
Yeah, got to take ownership and responsibility. I think that's so important. It's something that a lot of people, unfortunately, don't do nowadays, and they kind of relegate a lot of the teaching to things besides themselves. Not happening here. So many of my daughter's friends are on iPads, and they are 3, 2 years old. And
what's your take on that? Like, let's just dig into that. This is a parenting podcast after all. How you feel about the 2-year-old on the iPad? Like, you put how you got the cat, and you're like, my cat's sitting right here and thing. I could put the iPad with like the frog on it that's jumping, and they just like paw it. How you feel about iPad daycare?
I'm so sorry anybody who is listening to this and does that, but it's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. You cannot do this, you guys. I understand long road trips, right? Airplanes. We have an iPad for the airplane, okay? That's it, right? And I'm making it sound like I'm very wealthy. It's not a good iPad. It's a crap iPad.
You have a plane, with an iPad built into the seat? That's crazy.
Right in there, the back of the seat, it's got the full catalog on it and everything. But I see this and it changes kids' personality. Like I notice if my daughter watches like a TV show. She'll watch, I think, maybe about 30 minutes to an hour a day when my wife is feeding our youngest. And after a show, her her mood changes entirely. She becomes more stubborn. She becomes angrier. She acts like she's completely nuisanced whenever you try to chat with her or try to stop the TV show or the movie. Otherwise, she's an angel. I can't. And all the kids I see with iPads, they also have those dead eyes, and they're only 2 years old. They're 3 years old.
Not the dead eyes.
Dude, the dead, just
oh
like,
my god, those doll eyes.
It's like they're playing a video game and they've completely toned out, kind of like when you get into. I'll use like the Path of Exile, is that when you are like maxed out, level 99, you can't die, you're just blasting maps trying to get to level 100, and you've been doing it for like 50 hours. And you're kind of just like a dead face, right? That's what they look like, but they're 2, right?
Yeah,
I hate that. It's bad.
I mean, sure, dude. Look, dude, you got to ruin their lives early so they can join the rest of us. I mean, like, you can't have them. You can't have the kids being happy and then you're a miserable dopamine addict as an adult. I mean, why not just have the family be misery loves company? Let them all join you.
I'm trying to be a very active parent. The school district we're considering sending our oldest daughter to. There's like a movement petition to try to ban phones in schools. Dude, I'm going to be so freaking vocal. That is an excellent idea.
I think that's fine, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I get that. Yeah, I
No
mean, it was
phones.
banned in my school.
Oh, see? Good school. Alaska, let's go. Heck
That
yeah.
was a dog shit school. I mean, one thing doesn't mean the other. It's a dog shit school. Like, let's be perfectly honest here. Graduating class of 4, by the way. And, but the no phones.
How many people were in the class? Only
14 to start. 14 to start. Oh, these people fucking sucked, bro. I don't know what to tell you. Okay, but like, some of us made it.
Oh, yeah, you made it. I'd say you made it. You laughed when I introduced you as the face of Path of Exile 2, man, but I mean, GGG invited you out to New Zealand. You got to see the intricacies of their studio. You got to see previews of some cool content. I know you can't reveal anything crazy, but I figured I'd push you a little bit on this.
I mean, what else is there? They already revealed it.
Well, you got to see the Druid, right? And I saw your short, and you were like, "Oh, it's just so cool. It's so cool."
I'm gonna put it this way. All right, for you I've had you endure with my React Andean every single video of yours coping about the Druid. Like, it's coming in the next 5 seconds. Like, that's like 90% of try content, right? So like I've watched all of those and they're great, fantastic. I'm gonna tell you this much: it was doing justice to your jerking of the Druid. Like, when it comes out, you are actually going to freak out and you're going to love, and not only you, I mean, like, fucking everybody. It is really badass. It is really, really badass. And like, I totally understand when seeing it, it's like, okay, like there's shit that the reason it's badass is the shit you haven't seen yet. Like, it's the stuff they haven't shown anywhere. It's the unseen shit. That's really? It's so cool. It's so cool. And they're doing it really well. So it's just better, like, let them take all their time. Like, I understand everyone's mad because they want Druid now, but it's like, no, you guys don't understand. Like, when you let them finish what they're doing.
Literally let them cook. Like, it's justified.
Unique. It's a unique take on Druid. It's fucking badass. Like, it's just really good. So it's just give them time to cook for sure.
That's so exciting, man. I hope we get to see it in Christmas. That's really cool that you got a sneak peek of it too. I know you were a Druid main in D4, so like, it's right up your alley?
Yeah.
Or
I mean, kind of. Like, I played Druid because I thought no one else would play Druid. It's like, okay, I'm going to play the smallest thing. And then, people, the one that no one wants to play, I'll play. So that people will be like, Druid, build guide, or whatever, and they'll find me. So, like, that was the logic, right? It wasn't like, I fucking love the Druid. I mean, look, the Druid was dog shit on launch. So I picked it because I didn't think anyone else was going to play it.
Yeah, okay. Now, with the PoE2 Druid, surely lots of people are going to play it. But you talked about build guides there for a second and starting stuff. You are going to play all of the Ascendancy classes this league.
I'll go as far as that's the plan.
As far as you can? All right.
Yeah, I'll go as far as I can.
What are you starting with? Do you know?
Oh, yeah. No, I know. I'm going to click every node that says Lightning and Mana, and I'm going to take Archmage, and I'm going to play Arc, and I'm going to play Stormweaver, and I'm going to do Indigon, and I'm going to basically try to remake Palpatine. So like, I'm going to try to remake my Affliction build like in PoE2, and we'll see how it goes. Maybe it's dog shit, probably be dog shit. I'll try it anyway. I know everyone and their mom's playing Deadeye, and Deadeye will probably do the same build that I'm going to do, literally just better anyway. But like, I'm going to do Mana Man. Man and woman.
Man and woman.
Again.
Okay. All right. That's exciting. The arc looks pretty sweet.
Palpatinus will be
Palpatinus. You got to grab that name. Have you already snagged it in game? You could probably snag it.
Whatever.
Yeah,
So it doesn't matter. So like I'll be typing in, people will type it before I can anyway.
True. You're right. You're right. Now, are you going to play with the infusions? Is that exciting to you? The new addition there, especially for the Storm Leader?
Yeah, I mean, I think they kind of like come with the territory. I don't know how good they're going to be or anything. Honestly, I think everyone else is more hyped about the infusions than I am. I thought they look like, I think they look great in the trailer, and then you read them in the patch notes, you're kind of like, eh. You know, so like we'll see. I'm sure it'll be fun. I'm more hyped about the Lightning Archon and what is it, Radika's Will or whatever it's called, or Radika's
Rakiata's the inversion, right? The elemental inversion lineage.
Rakiata's, herpes. Right? I don't know what the fuck the name is of it. Okay, that thing is going to be like actually sick and probably 500 divines. So exactly. That's going to make every build be viable. So I'm 100% going to say for that. Yeah.
You're going to play trade too this league, right? I think I heard that in your latest video.
Yeah, I mean, you have to play trade. Like, I obviously I like SSF way better, but there's only one time that you ever get to play the first league in which trade's invented, and it's Wild West, and all the meta, like all the cuck meta, Andes there, buying and reselling all that shit. Well, like, you only get one time when it's the Wild West, and so like that, you got to play trade. It don't matter if you like SSF and you think it's better. It is, but like you got to play trade now. Like you get one opportunity, one moment, never let it go.
Yeah, it's going to be super interesting. I can't wait to see if I get scammed. I know it's as simple, I think, as just buying the item that you're going in for and reading everything else. But I still feel like I'm going to get scammed. Do you feel like anything's going to get you? Any super trick?
If I get scammed, I'm the biggest fucking idiot on the planet. Like you just read what you click. Like the only time that you're going to get scammed is then what's going to happen is people are going to put 13 of the same item on there. Then they're going to put one that's really good for cheaper and the other ones that are higher. So that you're like, I got to get there first, and then race in there and click it. I'm not going to ever win that race. I'm in Alaska. My loading times are horrible. It's not going to work for me. The loading screen is tied to your distance and your ping from the fucking server, which is in Texas. So like, I'm not winning that race. So instead, I'm just going to play the game and read, and then click, and then you're good. But if you fucking panic, like I play enough RuneScape to know you can't trim my armor, bro. So like there's no shot. If I get scammed, I'm a moron. It is what it is.
I can't wait for all the people that are going to be like coming into your hideout. They don't have the gold and they start messaging you trying to haggle. They're like, oh bro, come on, I don't have the gold. Can you just come in, maybe trade, spend some time in your hideout with me? I feel like that's going to be a little bit more common.
D&D, sir.
Dude, you're so
fuck
right.
You interact with my NPC. Get out of my whispers.
Okay. Speaking of the NPC, her name is Anj. I'm sorry, but her model is absolute trash. I gotta ask the microtransaction king himself. If you could design like a merchant MTX for GGG, do you have like a specific NPC in mind that you would make, or an idea?
Of course. It's a loot box. Why would it not be a loot box? You click it, it opens, it does the Zelda, it pops open, your item pops out. Like,
oh, that's so simple. What the heck? Mine are way more complex, dude.
Implement $5 billion in MTX sold.
That's right. See, I was going with like a Krillson. You get Chris Wilson back in to record some voice lines for the thing that he probably is turning in his mansion in like New Zealand. He's like, I cannot believe that they're doing this. This is crazy. I wonder if that was the last, like, if he was the last line of defense against that.
I don't like all the Chris Wilson theories. Like, let a dead man lie. Like, that's the way I see it. Like, he retired because he wanted to move on and do other things.
To be an actual game designer again.
He wanted to, awesome. Like, I respect the man for the decision. He wanted to do something different, and, I can respect that. And I also have seen, from what I heard, because to be fair, I only joined the Total League, but that he took a ton of fire. And then I saw, when you go look at his YouTube videos and stuff, the whole community is like, you're so great. We need you back to save the game and stuff. And it's like, you got to pick, like, what do you guys actually think? So, like, in my opinion, he probably took a lot of fire, got sick of it, wanted to retire. And it's just like, I don't know. I can't get in his brain. I don't know what line of defense he was. I only know in terms of, like, what the game's doing now.
Yeah,
I was not around long enough to like have any real
that's true.
opinion of him. Never met him. I don't know what he thinks.
Yeah, I mean, the dude basically inspired my passion for PoE. Like the first time that I played, I logged in and ExileCon was happening. And I clicked on to the Twitch stream and it was the ExileCon keynote address. And the guy's up on stage choking because he's so happy revealing the announcement of Path of Exile 2 to the world. I don't know. I'm a very emotional guy. That spoke to me and just made me a lifelong fan. A lot of like what like Expedition 33 has kind of done. I'm a lifelong fan of like Sandfall, those guys at the head there, Lorien to start, the music he's making. I'm like that with Chris Wilson. I know he's making a game right now. Whatever he makes, I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's a deck builder. I don't care if it's another ARPG, whatever. I'm giving it a go. Like, I think this dude has made such an excellent game with PoE and talks to people so well, explains himself so fluidly. Just going to give whatever he makes a try. 100%.
Yeah, that's it. His game will be like one of the most obvious gotta try it's in history.
Oh yeah. Now you also tried Moonbeast, the Moonbeast game, right? I just want to briefly touch on that. What did you think of that? The game by the Diablo 2 creators and veterans.
There's no, I mean, like, how am I gonna have an opinion of a game that's like pre-alpha? Like, I'm literally in a dev build with like.
Did you like the
like
the verticality? I kind of like I kind of enjoyed that being kind
the
of the
destruction's an interesting element and adds something new to it. Yeah, I don't really have any opinion of this because it's like too early. Like, I think it's kind of cool, but like I can't praise a game that's not done. Yeah. And I don't really want to shit on a game that they're literally in pre-alpha. Like, it's hard. Like it's a game. Like I don't, I don't. It's hard to have a direction with it. Like it could become the worst, most dog shit game of all time, or it could be a fucking W. Like there's absolutely no way to tell right now, and people that are already like trying to speculate if it's a good game or not. It's like, dude, we don't like. This is.
Yeah, I think it brings something new to the table with the verticality. It reminded me of Guild Wars 2 a lot, which is a game that I played instead of WoW, with the jumping puzzles and everything. I really think if they try to implement and lean into that a lot with like the boss mechanics and exploring the world, that'll be super cool. But it's very
the corruption's a cool mechanic. I like the whole like the world gets taken over by the corruption. That's a cool mechanic, and that's fairly unique. And it didn't feel like classic like live service ARPG. It felt a little bit more like localized. You're starting a run type of thing. If they go with that same theory, anyway.
Now going back to PoE2, you're playing trade. I didn't catch. Are you going to do hardcore trade? Or not hardcore?
I always start hardcore because if you die hardcore, you end up in.
Are you gonna keep going even if you?
Yeah. So it's like because I have to farm like a shitload of currency.
Okay.
And I'm trying to play like as many ascendancies as I can get done during the subathon. So like I don't want to play hardcore because if I die and then have to like rebuild this, I'm at a loss for time.
Right.
So it would there's an argument it'd be fun to like play through the campaign and beat everything first on hardcore, and I'll do my best attempt to do so. But like in terms of I'm going to be playing as close to 24/7 as I can for as long as I can. Like I don't want to like have to redo. I'm on class number 12 or whatnot, doing the Warbringer, and then be like level 65, die right before the campaign's over and do it again. Like there's not enough time for that.
Now your league starting with the Stormweaver. Are there any classes down the line or combinations that you're excited to give a go? Maybe once you've built up some currency or items, like anything catching your eye?
Yeah. Well, I'm starting with an expensive build, so like that one's going to take a while, and it's not exactly what I consider like a good league starter. It's kind of a ramping web. It's just the one I'm excited to play, so I'm going to do it anyway. I do want to try totems. Like I think there's probably something there with totems. Totems look kind of fun. I do want to try Warbringer and see if Turlo Charm is actually like good or bad in the end game and see how that actually feels, because like with the block changes, Warbringer is either like feels horrible or it's gonna be fucking awesome, and I'm not really sure which it is. It looks like it. I don't really like taking the 30% damage. That doesn't seem very good, but I've heard opinions, that it's actually going to be quite good. So I'm curious to see that myself. Probably anything other than bows and minions. Like I'll save those for last. And I'll play pretty much anything else. I haven't really fucked around with Demon Form at all, so like I'm sure Demon Form will be an interesting build at some point. I'm hoping casting just feels good, because like the last run I did in 0.2 was like a code sork, and it didn't. I did like a snap, like Frostbolt snap. It didn't feel very good throughout the campaign. So I'm hoping the casters are actually good.
Yeah, we're in agreement there with the minions and bows. Those archetypes just don't appeal to me yet. I hope one day there will be a build that I like, but I'm more on the melee side, the spellcasting side. And you're starting with Stormweaver. You usually start with warriors and maces. So
yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I think I know your opinion on this, but I'd love to just hear your general take on the whole giant blood debacle. I think you convinced me, or people that share your opinion convinced me of
Sure.
the nerf and the change and why it might have been a bad decision, at least at face value, given the information we now have. What do you think about it?
I can say just from like how it feels to be a warrior, right?
Right.
So it's like
You played a lot.
I have my min-maxed warrior that's, you know, about as good as I could get in HCSSF. Was, you know, I went all the way to Arbiter to give you an idea. Fought and died the game one shot by Arbiter, but like it could clear basically everything. And you know, that had 3,881 life and 631 strength. So therefore, if I'm getting gutted by Giant's Bane, I'm losing 631 life, which is putting me at 3,200 life from the flat. But that's before because that's flat, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like it's a fairly significant guttage in life. And so then the argument is, well, Giant's Bane is basically mandatory because it's really, really good. And my counter to that is it really good or is it mandatory? Like these are different things. I'd argue it's essentially a mandatory node in order to make the warrior like a fairly competitive class. Okay, I could say it's still usable outside of it, which it absolutely is. We all know you can farm tier 15 maps with basically any dog shit you want, sure, which is not the same thing as being a competitive class. So for me, I would consider the Giant's Bane being like, wow, we're looking at like every single warrior taking Giant Bane, must be pretty good. And then I would actually look at it from the side of, or one-handed maces are dog shit, and block is basically mandatory in order to have a defensive layer to be able to survive at some decent to competitive enough level. And so since block is so high, we block chances now 50% of the cap, and then we also lowered life. Yes, we can block, you know, more overhead and ground degen. I've never died in my life to either of those things. I always die the higher physical slam, in which the extra armor elemental change is not going to actually change anything about, and it's still the formula. So instead, my physical slam that I'm mostly vulnerable to literally anyway is factually a less effective EHP because now I have less life. So when I look at the math of it, I'm like, there's a lot of things in there that seem like it's a really good change, but in terms of what I'm actually going to die to, is worse.
Yeah, it boils down
So
to defenses, right? Essentially.
yes, and then I see arguments like in the chat, but they did buff life soul cores though.
Oh no! Don't talk about soul cores, guys. Come on. I
Like
don't know about that.
these are not convincing arguments. So
Yeah.
you know that's just where I'm at with it.
Right. No, that makes sense. I'm so curious to see if there's a lot of substantial changes and differences of opinion on what's happening with the tree. For example, like a lot of people are like, what if they added life back to the tree to the left-hand side only? Would be interesting.
Sure,
Are they
sure,
really gonna
and
do
I've
that? I don't
seen
know.
that argument too, which is
Yeah.
like, hey, well then you're doing your valuations before seeing the passive tree, and I ask you then, do you think it is a good thing if I can get back to where I was by spending the most critical resource in the game, which is passive points? And do you believe that I will be able to get 631 flat life on the tree? You think there's a 5-point node I can click there that's plus 100 flat HP, plus 100 flat HP, plus 100 flat HP, plus 300 flat HP on the notable? Do
No,
you really?
I don't. I don't. I'm curious. Do you think it's because Giant's Blood is like one of the only, I think, not viable, I guess, optimal options for warriors and maces? I feel like they should see that and maybe introduce some more options. Hopefully, that's happening with lineage supports. And you don't think so?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they could. They could. I mean,
Yeah.
they could rebalance it a million ways. I mean,
Mm.
absolutely, you could. You know, the damage could come up in other ways, etc. I don't see those changes. We already know the support gems. They got leaked out of China. I don't see anything related to one-handed maces. I don't see anything that's
There's
related to
nothing.
defensive. And then also explain to me how having a socketed support gem is giving me my defensive layers back on an offensive skill. That doesn't make sense.
Man.
So like I hear the copium, but then I'm like, okay, but like I have lived playing the game as a warrior 3 leagues in a row in hardcore SF, and you explain to me where am I surviving? And you could say, well, don't play hardcore. Like, and absolutely you'd be right, but like that's fine. Like I could play any 2K life evasion only build and walk around and die, and who gives a fuck? You're absolutely right. But when we're actually talking about defensive, where it actually matters in defenses, and where you have the most, like, I have to have defenses actually keep me alive, it's a good barrier to be able to talk about the data. And when it actually matters, you're nerfed.
Right.
So
Now-
I don't see the argument. Like, I'm not mad about it, but it's like, you know,
Yeah.
when I see people tell me I'm wrong and that's all buffs, it's like, well, then like, tell me the math. Don't tell me I'm wrong. Tell me the math.
Definitely not all buffs. No. I remember the legendary warrior rants and everything. It's very curious to see the changes that they're making to this class, given I think people have been the most vocal about it and its defensive layers this entire time. I wonder if they'll be able to hit it properly by the time they get other classes on the left-hand side of the tree. because everything is so right hand focused right now. We have basically everything for the right hand side of the tree. Maybe that's what they're waiting for. I don't know really what else. I guess I'm not a game designer, but it must be really tough, the juggling act.
Yeah, I'm sure. Well, it'll become playable again at some point. I mean, like Smith and Katava was the best defenses we had. And,
It was.
When we get another level of that defenses, I'll be right back to Warrior. I want to play Warrior more than anything else, but like I'm not interested in playing in from the chances I've seen. And there's other things that are more fun, that sound more exciting, with a better archetype that sounds more interesting. That's not Maces for the 4th time. So it's like, oh, cool.
Right.
I'll go play something else, and then I'll come back to Warrior as soon as it sounds fun.
One thing that I was talking about a little bit earlier in my Discord today is maybe they'll add some sort of brawler archetype on the left-hand side of the tree, like a Face Breaker's Keystone. So Hollow Palm, but for warriors. You can fight with your fists and scale with strength and everything, converting mace skills to unarmed skills. I think that'd be pretty cool.
Weirdly enough, okay, the one that I saw when I was kind of playing around with in my head a bit, the one that I saw that I was the most like, this actually seems like defensively decent, is Black Flame Scythe or something, or Scythe Training or whatever the fuck it's called. It's 1% energy shield for every 2 strength. So I look at it and it's like, I got 631 strength, 300% energy shield.
A lot.
It's like am I once again going to be running energy shield as a life class? Like it's I keep coming back to like, why would I run life pool? Like it's hard to run life pool. And then the argument is, okay, well, evasion's the worst in the game, which if you talk about it by itself defensively is actually true.
It's
okay, because everyone's like, wow, evasion's OP. It is OP as a hybrid with ES, but it's not like by itself. Evasion's kind of, you can still get hit. You get the life pool is like 2K or 3K. You get some dog shit life pool with evasion. So, but you go evasion ES stops the high hits. Evasion helps you with the low hits, and like you're chilling, right? So ES seems to me to constantly be the answer for literally everything that I look at. And so I just see another reason to row energy shield, Titan energy shield. Then maybe you get the ES nodes, you stack strength. You get, hulking form, you get more strength, which actually gives you more energy shield. So every time I see the answer, it's like, I'll just play that. I mean, you get Adamant Aegis, I think is the name of it, right? So you get the increased ES and armor. That looks pretty good to me, dude.
Yeah, it's crazy how powerful it is, because especially everybody who goes pure evasion, they're just pure gamblers, right? They're probably stacking evasion, they're going acrobatics, and they're hoping that they're going to dodge pretty much all damage. But very rarely do people do that without knowing that's how it's going to go. They usually mix it with energy shield. Like even my dad in 0.1, when he realized that he could just mix together energy shield and evasion before he started following build guides, he was like, oh my god, this is the craziest thing ever. Look at this little notable I can take here that causes my helmet to like give me tons of energy shield based on my evasion. Oh, this is so cool. So like people just figure that stuff out. You have to
and you get CI. You get CI. So you just like, chaos damage. What chaos is? You just get, it must be nice.
My dad's like, what's volatile plants? I don't know what you're talking about. He's a CI monk in 0.1. Oh, God. Yeah, exactly. But I feel like with armor and life, you also have to put just so much more effort into figuring out a defensive layer. Like there's just so many other different things you need to juggle versus the other side. It's pretty basic. Even people with no experience in the game, you can really figure out how to make your character powerful defensively. I feel like I have to watch like 4 Dream Core videos.
You just have good defensive notes. It boils down. You just have good defensive notes. So you can just click. I choose energy percentage. Click. Congratulations! I now have 500 more fucking energy. I mean, it must be nice. You know what I mean? And then you just get to click these notes. And then, down here, it's like, okay, well, we have block. So the only defensive notes I'm ever taking, I'm literally just taking strength. Like, I'll just take strength, I guess, to get whatever life I can get. And then I'll just click these block nodes, which I guess I have to click more block nodes now to get back to where I was, because block chance was also lower than top of the maximum in order to, like, keep it, you know,
can active block now.
Relevant.
Go on, Dio.
Shut the fuck. I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose it. Now that will annoy me, dude. The amount, like, who said it best? Crip. He's like, yeah, active block. I guess I could choose between like not taking damage and actually being able to deal damage. And so instead, I'll just play minions. Right. And it's like, holy fuck! Like, you're telling me the changes, the warrior block are better for minions? Like, come on, dude. Like, what is happening? Yeah, whatever, dude. That's so it's like I'm not playing. I'm not getting baited. I'm not getting baited. Look, the
Right.
game loves Energy
Okay.
Shield. I'm gonna go play fucking Energy Shield, and I'm stack mana, which is it can get a bigger life pool because why not? Literally every other number in the game is higher than life, so I'll just run mana. I'll just run mana.
I did bait you into that, but legitimately, some people enjoy that playstyle, and they apparently, YouTube comments, they might be lying. They active block in PoE2. I said something yesterday when I was talking to Miso, like, nobody active blocks. Sure, with Magma Barrier, yeah, but any time outside of that, you're not blocking in pack. Like, when you're mapping, that's not happening. And I got, like, at least 30 comments of people like, excuse me, you're judging how I play? I definitely do that in maps. I can't see that because of your argument. You're just going to sit there and like take
what's
it.
What's the in game to your active blocking?
Right.
So you're getting surrounded and you're panicked. So you're gonna hold active block. Fair enough. You don't want to take damage.
Right.
Now you're surrounded more.
You're waiting for.
So now you're gonna attack with the lowest attack speed moves in the game. And apparently I'm the idiot.
Hey, come on, man. Hey, they're waiting. Maybe they're Thorn users, right? Maybe they're following Kaltarak and they're just letting the monsters kill themselves with the active block. Maybe that's it, right?
Sure.
That's a popular play style.
Absolutely, bro.
But seriously, I can't active block. I'm not good enough. I don't think I could do that mapping. I can do it in boss fights, and that's it for specific moves. But I realistically.
It's good in like Zesh, especially like okay, you're doing Zesh when you're
fun.
not one shot, you don't have enough DPS to one shot. You got to block like Wind or Grasp and etc. There's a lot of use cases for active block for sure.
Yeah.
But like the concept of active blocking in the middle mapping, it's like so you want to like have to be responding defensively to like trash mobs.
Yeah.
Like you don't want to like clear them. You don't want to like clear them mobs before they get to you. You want to like I'm gonna like.
It's not that game at this point. It's not that game. It's maybe it was the vision, a long time ago. But I think that's out the window at this point. I think it's been out the window because of the development that's occurred the past 2 years. Same with like the loot filter. The vision was not needing a loot filter. You definitely need one. Do you think they'll bring that in game now that they've done the trade site in game? That's like the next thing that I'm thinking. GGG, come on, just learn from EHG. Customizable loot filter in game. Work with someone who's doing it. If Neversink doesn't want to do it, I think it'd be cool.
Yeah, I mean they could. I don't think they're fundamentally opposed to it as much as like there's really good resources like outside the game. The community's doing a good job with it.
Yeah.
And stuff they've already said they're fundamentally opposed to. They've been adding in anyway. I don't know if it's like necessarily high on the priority list at the moment.
Now, why do you think they're doing that? I'm really curious. What's your take on why they're introducing a lot of stuff that people have requested for more than a decade in such rapid succession? If you think there's a basic answer to it, or
you mean like philosophy changes?
Some of those fundamental philosophy changes, like the trade site in game is a good example.
Because I mean, people give them shit all the time, but like I fundamentally don't think they have a massive ego about their own opinions. I think they have opinions and they're strong on them until they get convinced out of them, or they see the player base wants something in mass, and then they hear about it and they're like, okay, well we'll try something. We'll see how it goes. I think Sprint's an example of this. So like someone goes out and says, here's what I think that, we're going to do for the game. And then they get ass blasted and, people are like, we think this is dog shit. And then they have to reassess. And I think that's what it is. I think they're reassessing on some of their opinions.
Yeah.
And I think we've seen examples of this. And I think they legitimately just want to make a better game. And if people talk them out of their opinions into thinking in order to make a better game, they have to do something different than what they thought before, they'll just do the other thing.
It's pretty refreshing. They're making drastic changes in early access, even if it's, every 4 months. They're big. They're big swings, right? They're not tiny patches or anything, especially this one. And you touched on sprinting. People getting ass blasted might be why they implemented. Do you think that's still going to happen? Do you think it's going to be a big skill issue? I'm a little skeptical.
Well, everything's a skill issue in a way, short. But like what I'm looking forward to the most,
clips, is
when people are playing hardcore and they're sprinting and they get to Act 3. And they get to that Ugra, was it Ugra or what the fuck is the name? Uggs is the boots the girls wear, whatever. Okay, like that place, and with all the chaos mobs and shit, and they start sprinting around those corners, and they hit that where like that turn's not quite as fast when you're sprinting, and then those mobs charge them because they do like the low dagger thing, and they get knocked and they fall over like it's tripping in Smash Bros. Fucking brawl, and then they're like, oh my god, and they get instantly destroyed. amazing. Like that'll be amazing, and I'll be Alk LFGing
Yep.
every time that I see somebody die to that, myself included. Yeah, it'll be fantastic. It'll be absolutely fantastic. So that's what I'm waiting for that more than anything. So Sprint's interesting. I thought it was going to be controversial. It's not. It seems to be more well received than I would have guessed. I would have lost money on that bet. And yeah, I'm just curious to see how it actually plays. I never got to play with it, so like I don't know what it feels like. Maybe it feels like dog shit. Maybe it feels pretty good. I guess we're gonna find out.
Yeah. I think people are going to be able to just they need to learn quickly. I think because I think people are going to die quite a bit in Act 1, getting heavy stunned and mobbed. And if they don't learn and they're a little stubborn and keep using it, it will be extremely frustrating. We'll get some crazy clips. But I think you're totally right. People are going to be surprised by certain monster types and just get blasted and fall due to the sprint. Because heavy stun is what? Is it 3 seconds that you're just down?
It's pretty heavy. It's pretty heavy. So yeah, some people would die to that for sure, and like be too surprised to like respawn checkpoint and get caught. Yeah, there'll be a couple people get caught out. That would be kind of interesting. And plus, like on bosses, you can't pause on bosses, so like people are gonna be sprinting to like avoid shit on bosses and get heavy stunned easily. And then they're gonna die. Like you get knocked out of the boss.
Do you think they're gonna disable sprinting in certain boss fights? Like for example, Arbiter of Ash.
Why?
I feel like the Arbiter of Ash was designed for a specific movement speed in mind. Do you think they're just gonna be okay with you being able to sprint
dodge
like to the
anyway?
orb?
The Arbiter hallways are exactly like the distance of dodge, regardless. Anyway,
Yeah.
like if you're sprinting in Arbiter, I think you just die. The only time that wouldn't necessarily be the case is like the circle orbs. But if you're trying to sprint in a hallway, I think you overplay it and you die.
I think you're right. I think I'm gonna do that too. I'm probably gonna die in the hallways trying to.
Well, if
sprint.
you're only playing one day, it's gonna be hard for you to make it to Arbiter. There, Mister's 1 day off.
I will get to Arbiter probably end of week 2, end of week 3.
All right, okay.
But I'll get there.
Well, you
I
ping
promise.
me when you get to that door and you're about to go in, because I want to see this here. And where are you starting? That's all. I'm eating all the hard questions here. Hey DM, let's bait you into a year start. Hey DM, let's bait you into the warrior conversation. How about I pull us some controversial takes out of you? When is your league start, Mr. Talkative Tribe?
Okay, I pitched it to chat right before we started here. I wanted to go Witch Hunter Hollow Palm technique. Hear me out, okay? I'm gonna pitch it to you. Okay. 1, super cool note on the Witch Hunter. Might see a lot of use this league because of the abyssals, if they count as undead or demons. There's that node that explodes enemies on death, 10% chance, 100% of their max life. It's doubled if they're demons or undead. I think abyssals are demons or undead. That's gonna be huge for clear. Those abyss cracks look super dense. You're gonna be doing that every single map. That's big for clear speed, okay?
Sure, okay.
There's a second thing that I need to experiment with. I don't know how it works. I have conflicting info from GGG devs. You get that extra passive skill tree for weapons, right?
Yeah.
You could do something wild where you have unarmed, and I wanted to try something with crossbows. So you have in-range melee and then crossbows for like a big ailment, like a big shock or something like that. But apparently there might be a little bit of an error when you're swapping to a weapon set with no weapon. So it might not work right now. I don't know if that's intentional or if something they're going to fix. So I wanted to try that. But even if I don't,
you also can't swap notables, just so you know.
You can't, exactly. So you'd have to path to Hollow Palm with both. And that's the big bad thing with Witch Hunter, right? Because you're starting bottom in the middle. You got to go all the way. It's probably like 40, 50 nodes to get there. That might be the rough thing. But there's a whole bunch of other damage nodes on the Witch Hunter Ascendancy. I think it would be kind of interesting. So I'd wanted to give it a go. I wanted to build it myself because I go in organically. I don't use build guides in PoE2. I don't plan ahead. It shoots me in the foot sometimes, but, I have fun.
There kind of is no build guides for this league, right?
That's true.
Like, we don't have the passage.
That's true.
There's, like, leveling guides or some basic shit of, like, what skills to take.
Right, exactly.
It's kind of a blind, people are going in blindish again.
I'm excited. Do you like that feeling? Or
yeah, it's
prefer
better.
planning
I lived through D4 where, like, we all had early access and shit. It's just worse. It's just worse when everyone has, like, early access to literally everything, because it's much more fun to, like, watch the streamers get shit on, in my opinion. Like, I want to go get shit on. I think it'd be way more interesting.
How hard do you think the bosses are going to be in Act 4? Like, from what we've seen, you think they're harder, easier, about the same par?
So I've seen a couple of them. I haven't seen too many of them. I think they're pretty much like same difficulty as you would expect, but I will say there is one in particular, the monkey.
Yes, yeah, the tiny white monkey.
Monkey boy.
Yeah.
So they have a thing in GGG that I'm noticing where they just make monkeys like the hardcore killers.
Oh, oh.
Because this fucking monkey, let me tell you, dude, I'm not gonna ruin it for everyone. But if they kept the monkey in the same way that I saw the monkey, he will one-shot your ass. And it is not clear why. It's like an arbiter situation all over again. And I hope that they kept that in because it will be fucking hilarious.
Jesus, man. So we've got the Quadrilla in Act 3, and now we're going to have the Wukong in Act 4 with some crazy one. Oh, man. Okay. All right. All right.
It will be pretty funny. So I very much hope that it is kept in the exact version I saw because it's pretty funny.
Okay, so watch out for Navali's monkey when we encounter him. Okay.
Yeah, be careful around the monkey.
Right.
The monkey's a bit of a head scratcher.
Okay. Interesting. Now, the Act 4 final boss, too. Do you have any speculation on who or what that might be? If you have spoilers, I don't know if you have spoilers because I don't want to get spoiled.
I didn't see that. I'm not sure. Okay. You know, like I saw some of like the design stuff for like boss arenas and shit. I was talking like Steven and level design and whatnot, but like I don't know like who's first, who's second. Like I don't know the linearness of it. And I know it got leaked on China, like all of Act 4, but I didn't want to watch it, so I just closed it up.
Screw that.
So I actually don't know. I mean, the funny part is I know more of the art and the music and the sound of the places than the actual goddamn fights themselves, because that's where I spend all my time. So, I'm 70% blind. I've seen some shit.
All those chats were really insightful too. I really enjoyed listening to them. They reminded me of the ExileCon presentations where the devs just got to go, like very specific devs just went on their exact workday. It wasn't talking about, okay, we're making this mechanical change to the game because of this player concern. It was just devs talking about what they love to do, which
yeah, absolutely. I'm really appreciative of those guys because there's like something that kind of happens because we spend all of our time like the warrior changes, right? Where we spend all our time like bitching and moaning about like a balance change, like one little thing that pisses you off. And then like 99% of like the dudes over there working on like just making sure the animation of when he jumps down a ladder is just right. Like all this shit, right? It's like no one talks or cares or even notices like a month of work from any of these dudes that are like super passionate about the game. They grew up as kids. I want to make video games for a living. They spend all their time learning fucking arcs. I want to make the art of it. And then the top post of Reddit is 300 less HP for a warrior. You know what I mean? Like that shit absolutely happens all of the time. And so, getting a chance to like talk to them, you realize like, dude, some of these guys are like actually really phenomenal at what they do. You know what I mean? So it was pretty cool to shout out to the audio guys come to mind, like Jen and Dom and Michael and like all the audio guys I met were like fantastic, and then you got like the art guys I met, like Blake and Fabian, and of course the music from Camille and the level designer Steven. Like all these guys are like super passionate and like obviously spent a lot of time crafting their game. So it was kind of cool to like get to spend a little time with like the humans behind it as opposed to just game balance.
Yeah, they're real people. They're not faceless. I mean, the GGG devs I've talked to, like Dom is a great example. That's the first dude I ever spoke to at GGG back, I think it was in 2023, right after like one of my first videos. He reached out, we just chatted, talked about playing Path of Exile, and he talked a little bit about what he was doing with the audio designs and PoE2, giving me a little bit of a preview. The dude's just so nice, and all these guys also, they play Path of Exile and are fans just like you. Like they're on Reddit. They're doing all that stuff.
In most cases
awesome.
They play more than us. Like,
it's kind of crazy. I don't know how.
Obviously,
right? It's wild. So yeah, big shout out to them. I really appreciate like the amount of time they go through to actually provide insight on the game as well. Not just Jonathan and Mark, talking. They actually go and do these, whether it's with you or with what's not Neb. What's his name? What's the guy who does the voiceovers? Crap. Evan from Grinding Your Games. Evan. I think his name is Evan. Hi, this is
I don't know.
Evan.
I didn't get a chance to meet that man.
Yeah, but the interviews he's been doing, they're all great. I just love the insights, and they're all just chill, fun dudes. So, yeah, okay. So I'm also curious, DM. So we talked about a few different things happening in this update. builds, sprint, pissed off about the warrior stuff. What do you think the top things you're excited for are in this patch?
Well, we want me to replay the whole trailer because I mean, pretty much all of it. I mean, there's a shitload in here to be excited by. Lineage supports look pretty cool. So we have new chases. There's more unique items coming to the game, and I don't think they really went over those. But there's all kinds of cool new unique items like actually coming to the game as well. So you'll get a chance to like play with some of those. Obviously, the acts are huge. I think the trade is like probably the most fundamental quality of life change that's been in the game since its release. It's really hard to like kind of pinpoint one that I'm really the most. It probably acts. It's probably playing through the act because like playing through Cruel fucking sucked.
It did.
So like I mean the worst thing you want to do is like wake up on the beach again, and like you literally have that cooked into the campaign the way it is now. Yeah. So like I think having new acts in particular has got to be like probably the biggest strongest addition to the game as well. But like I'm really curious to see what happens with the crafting changes because. The game needed additional crafting changes, or additions more so than changes. They need additions. And so we actually got that as well. So, and of course, being able to kill myself in the game. Like, I mean, I'm going to be able to hear my voice lines in the game.
That's awesome, man. Hopefully they have it like to play more often than the others do, so we get to hear it all the time.
Yeah, I'll collect some Spectre gems of myself so I can pull myself 100%. Up to like make people listen to my voice lines while they're buying shit from the trade.
Oh, dude, that's so good. I absolutely love it. When you saw that, did you know that Abyss was coming into the game? Yes, you did. You interviewed the devs about that.
Oh, when I was there.
Yeah, when you were there. Do you have any any further insight on anything special that might be coming with Abyss? Like, did you get to see anything deeper, or?
I mean, because I was there, weeks before the release.
Were they like in concept at that point? Like, what? I guess that's a really cool thing to kind of build on. Like, what is it like?
See it. You could see it. Like, I mean, I saw, like, I actively saw people playing it.
Playing the Abyss.
They have shitloads. They have shitloads of play testers there. Like, 'cause one of the most common misconceptions is like there's not a fuckload of people playing it. Like, they have an entire like room just full of computers with a shitload of play testers. That's literally their entire job.
Wow.
So like they have those quality assurance, whatever you want to call them. So like, yeah, no, I got to see that, and but I don't have like any like extra insights, bro. Because like the hardest part was knowing it all, not being able to say anything or leak anything, or having to like throw misinformation to keep people off the trail of what I might accidentally be leaking. Like it is impossible.
Well, that was one of the funniest things I've ever seen. Did you legit not know that people had seen Act 4 before? Because when you watched my video breaking down Act 4 in the interview with Camille, he was like, "Oh, it's tribal," and I was like, "Act 4, baby, 100%." You look kind of shocked. Did you not know?
Some of the footage you showed, I hadn't saw before.
You hadn't seen? Okay.
Because like what I realized is a lot of that footage was actually like shown during the time like Diablo 4 was coming out.
Right before you hopped in. Yep.
Yeah, so like I was in the middle of like Diablo 4 launch. So I didn't see some of this stuff. And like 2023 Exile Con, I only saw a little bit of it. I think I was sponsored for like 2 hours or something. So like I watched a bit, but then I went right back to Diablo 4 because that was like mainly what I was playing at the time. So I wasn't like all the way into the PoE2 or whatnot at the time. So yeah, I had missed a lot of the Act 4 footage. So when you pulled it up, I was like, oh shit! Like I didn't, I literally hadn't seen that footage. I mean, I had seen some of that shit in person, but like in terms of like, oh, people had footage of this. Like I had no idea.
Okay.
I saw like the Druid and stuff, but I hadn't seen the.
Oh, dude!
I hadn't seen like the actual campaign.
Yeah, the thing that you said about the Druid earlier, I'm just gonna have to push that from my mind. I won't talk about the Druid for the next 3 months, dude.
It's really cool, dude. It's really cool.
I mean, if you are like blue balling us, if you are like,
I know, and I wish I could tell you, bro. I wish I could tell you, but there's no way in hell I would ruin.
No, please don't.
It's so fucking cool.
Because I was legit upset the night before the big reveal when the Accidental Leak came out. Like that, I feel like that is. I don't like that. I would rather see it as they intended to like present it for the first time rather than reading it from Imgur albums and crap like that. So don't leak anything.
You're talking about like the there's some fucking idiot who like leaked literally the entirety of like on his dog shit article website. But yeah, no, it's just cool. You'll be worth the wait. It's fine. You'll see exactly when it's out. Then we can talk about it when it's out. And you can see like, yep, that's what I was amazed about.
Hell yeah. Okay, so a few more things, DM, for you. The fever is starting to come back on. I feel it. I feel it in my head.
Oh man, you doing
Yeah.
all right?
I swear to God, if I'm not better by Friday, it's gonna really suck. But day off, grandma's taking the kids. It's gonna be chill, man.
You only get one day ever for the rest of your life. You get to play PoE2. You better be ready on that Friday.
I will
dude.
be there.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
I will be there. Don't worry, I'm gonna be there, man. I'm gonna be there. It's gonna be pretty hype. Okay, so
right.
a few more things. You mentioned Diablo 4 there just for a moment, right? And I wanted to touch on that. So Diablo 4 is kind of in a weird spot right now. Obviously,
One word for it.
Right. Hey, I have taken a step back from the D4 bad stuff that I used to do a lot of in 2023. So
sure.
I know. So they're kind of in the interim where there's an expansion coming, people think, and there's the Paladin, and all these content creators are saying there's big sweeping changes to the entire game coming through.
Sure.
I just want to know, because I know you haven't made a Diablo 4 video in a few months now. What are your just thoughts on that? Like, what is Blizzard doing with D4, and what do you think the future of that game is?
That's why I don't give a shit. That's my thought. Like, who the fuck cares? Like if you love the game, good for you. Like
there you go.
Season 10, and I'm still hearing step in the right direction. It's season 10. Like I don't care. Like it's always like, the Office meme where it's like snip snap snip snap. How many vasectomies can one man endure? It's like this what this game is. It's like it's all the way in one direction, then all the way in the other, and then oh no, it's completely changed, and then we redid the items again. Oh, we're gonna redo the items again. We're gonna do it this time for sure. I don't care. Like it's a fantastic game for people that are starting to play ARPGs, and it is 10 out of 10 to get into it. Like the actual in game of Diablo 4 is to play a different game. So it's like, unless they can fix that, I don't care, because it's 10 out of 10 to get into RPGs, 10 out of 10 Consu Andy, 10 out of 10 for the dudes with 12 wives and 84 kids who can play one day a year like yourself. Great game. Maybe you should play that one. But like for people that are into ARPGs for years, just go play a different, like the end game is for everyone else. Look, if you lose racks out of the game, you have a problem. You have a problem, okay? So sure. I mean, sure. I don't know what you want me to say.
That is exactly what I wanted you to say. So thank you very much. No, that was good. That was good, man. No, I agree with you. Honestly, like even though I can only play one day a year, right? I'm a veteran at this point of these games, and it just does not capture me. So the people who enjoy it, go for it. But I love what either GGG is doing with PoE2, what EHG is working on with Last Epoch and everything. Both those games are just, more enjoyable to me. Even like the Moonbeast game, I know I'm not hyping it up, but I just enjoyed what was going on there with the very bare bones alpha. That was pretty fun. So yeah, man. Okay. I got one more thing. Now, I know you love Blight, okay? You love Blight. Blight's awesome. You went to GGG's offices.
You're asking me for another leak?
No, heck no. No, I don't want to ask for leaks here.
Well, you're pretty. You like this thing that's not in the game. You went to the office.
No. Okay, so I asked this to everybody now.
Okay, all right, here it comes.
I'm curious. If you were Jonathan or Mark in game director's shoes, and you could design a league for PoE2, what would its headline mechanic or theme or feature be? The floor is yours. You get to design it. What would it be? You gotta pitch something to them there. Like, I don't know. You probably talked about your party hat idea. The unique item.
Absolutely did. I spoke to Jonathan face to face and said, "Will you put party hats in the game?" He said, "Maybe." And whether or not it's in there, seriously doubt it. But look, it's Blight. You want Blight and get boom, Blight done. Add Blight. I mean, yeah, obviously I went Blight. I'm a huge Blight fan. Like, I'm going to say Blight, okay? But if you remove from me the obvious answer, and then you ask me to move beyond and do something further, okay.
Make something unique.
All right. Something unique, something new, something not in PoE1.
Yeah, what would it be?
Basically. All right, sure. Why not?
I want to hear it.
Give me an RTS mode. I like the minigame modes. Like, I really think the minigame modes are really cool. Like, that's part of what made me fall in love with PoE1 to begin with, was the fact that you have all these different other modes. So, like, give me, like you're building your own town. I know we have Toda, which is an auto battler. It's fundamentally something different, okay? Have it where you're actually, like, building your town, and then you're, like, spawning your own little zombies to, like, attack another town. Give me an actual RTS. Give me a civilization or RTS mode. Could be kind of cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like Civ 6. Civ 7's, but Civ 6 pretty good.
No,
So
I'm huge. That's good.
that could, yeah, I think that'd be interesting. Or another, like, put another genre within the game. You know, I want something
Right.
that's fundamentally not kill monsters in a circle and avenue crafting. Like, give me something completely
Yeah.
as a different mode of the game for sure.
Hey,
And
hey,
not King Smarts, please. I don't want to do
yeah,
the
not
settlers
King's March.
again.
Hey, like Legion 2.0, it's not just the basic monolith. You're actually controlling the different Legion armies in some sort of real-time strategy game thing. That'd be kind of cool.
Sure. Or, you know, someone chat said MOBA, bro. MOBA would be badass. You spawn in with like 4 other exiles against 5 exiles. Hell yeah, dude. Log in. Give me some wacky shit. You know, I don't need it to be like a permanent thing. But for a league mechanic, I'm down with some crazy shit for the fun of it, right?
Yeah.
Just not mercenaries. I know everyone wants mercenaries, but like not, you know, I don't even have to have major rewards associated with it. But like I do kind of like mini games, so I might get baited into some mini games.
That's one of the big future things I'm pretty excited for is when they start designing new league ideas for PoE2 once it's in full release, whenever that is. Like just getting some actual PoE2 only concepts in where they can just go all in on designing, like you said, something that's never been in the game before. Because they did that for the longest time. You know, with Blight, it was tower defense, right? With Toda, the auto battler. With Harvest, it was Factorio or those factory building games, right?
Give us a Gwent League.
Oh,
you know,
what?
you div cards. Give us a
Dude.
Gwent League. Have like div card v
Dude.
div card, bro. Like a battle with somebody for you can put up bets or something. Like, you know,
Only a
Chaos
matter of
versus
time.
Mike. Yeah,
It's only a
absolutely,
matter of time.
dude.
I think it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
So
Get real juicy with it.
yeah, we got a pretty long time of Path of Exile 2 leagues coming through for the next decade plus probably. So they'll probably get a few different genres in there. It'll be pretty exciting. So all right, DM, well, was there anything else you wanted to chat about? I know you tried to bombard me with some, you know, spicy questions. I thought
I try to send it back. You know, I was trying to send back some questions your direction. I got one question for you.
Yeah.
How much do you hate those headphones?
What? Quite a bit. Quite a bit.
Like I own a pair of those headphones, and I used them for exactly 1 day.
Okay. Okay, DM. Should I ask you where you got your current headphones? Because I'd probably order them
The same
tonight.
place everyone else did, Amazon. They're called Audio-Technica MH50Xs, and if you're gonna wear a pair of headphones, they're the only ones you should be wearing.
You know how how annoying this is, dude? This string right here?
Dude, I 100%. It is. Those headphones are not good.
I bought them they were expensive.
Squeeze the fuck out of you. Yes, they are. I have them in this drawer. They squeeze the fuck out of your head. Look at that ear, bro. It's like an alcoholic's nose. Like it's on fire, dude. You got a fire avatar conversion on your ear right now.
I can't.
You got to replace these headphones, dude. Honestly.
I can't believe. Yeah, you're very correct. Okay, I bought these. They were kind of expensive for a pair of headphones, so I felt like I needed to use them. But yeah, I'm gonna need to look back at the VOD and see the name of those headsets because that looks much nicer. Are those wireless?
You can get them in wireless.
You can get them wireless.
Yeah, you want the wired, but you can get them wireless.
This is-
MH50s, bro. They're studio. They're industry standard. Get yourself a pair of those and get rid of those Shure piece of shits.
All right, I'm gonna get it tonight. Hopefully, Amazon has it on 1 day delivery, so I can have it by league start.
They're like the most common headphone on the planet for
They
people
are?
that are, yeah. I mean, unless we start going like audiophile, like you're spending like $1,000. Like they're not even expensive. They're like, I'm gonna say like maybe $100 on the high end, which I guess is a lot for headphones, but not like not really for for what we do. Like they're comfortable. They sound good. Get yourself a pair of those.
If they're comfier, it'll be nice because like I thought I would be able to adjust these a little bit, but I can't. They're tight as all heck. So
they're fucking horrible. That's my question for you. I had a pair. Like I literally wore those for a day, and then right into the bag they go, and then they sit in my backup supply of like, I got like extra wires and mouses and like all this shit in case something breaks, right? Like it goes in the backup storage because I fucking hate those.
I've been suffering for months with them, so I'm gonna order those new ones tonight. There was one other question, DM, that you actually added. You answer first, then I'll answer. Favorite fast food restaurant? You asked me to add this to the list. So
I did.
Let's discuss this.
I wanted to talk about the real shit. See, we're only an hour into this podcast. You're cutting me off already. We haven't even got to the good shit, like fast food tier list.
We might be here for an hour. So
everyone else gets a 2.5 hour, 4 hour, 10-hour podcast, and then DM. Well, here comes DM. I get 50 minutes and get him out of here.
No
dude.
way,
We gotta get
no way.
Kaltorek on here again. What's going on? All right, okay. So fast food tier, best fast food. Okay, so it used to be Arby's, and then as time has gone on, I have moved away from Arby's To be fair, what is that face?
Dude, Arby's is disgusting, man.
What?
Dude, I have an Arby's 2 minutes from my house. My wife has never got anything good from Arby's.
Okay, and then let me explain Arby's. Let me explain Arby's to you, okay?
Please.
So the problem with Arby's is they are fundamentally not like other fast food joints. Okay, Arby's has a significant flaw in their infrastructure where they don't do the thing like the other ones where every single place is the same. If you walk into one Arby's here and another Arby's across the town, one can be god tier and the other one can be like dog shit.
Okay.
Like that is the problem. It depends who's running them and who cares if their food is fresh. Like depending upon the manager, we're at wild swings. I mean, wild swings. Arby's is on a spectrum.
Okay.
All right. And if you get on the higher end of it, they're really good. If you get the bad one that some guy just does not give a shit, it is some of the worst food on God Greed's earth. Like it's absolutely horrible. So if you have an Arby's that you unlucky rolled the dice and your Arby's is dog shit, like I understand. You would think Arby's is the worst thing ever. But if you have a good one, you might be under the impression Arby's is quite good. So, but anyway, I did say used to be.
True, you did. Okay. All right.
Okay. So now you might think Wendy's. Because Wendy's is, most people consider pretty good, fresh, never frozen. You got chicken, you got Frosties, you got the Biggie Bag, which apparently, if you ask Rex, is like the best invention ever. But the problem with Wendy's local here is it is a minimum of 45 minutes to get through the drive-thru. Minimum.
Man.
You can have one car in front of you and you're going to wait 45 minutes. I don't know if they hire one guy a day and just only ever have an intern, but whoever's operating that thing is fucking horrible. I mean, it's actually 45. This is not exaggeration for content. It's 45 minutes to get through there. I remember one time my girlfriend was like, I'm coming home. I'll grab you some Wendy's on the way home because I know you're streaming or whatnot. I was like, dope, thanks. Comes home. It was 2 hours later. I was like, where the fuck were you? Stuck in the drive-thru for 2 hours. And I believe her. Because I've been through that drive-thru. So like that's my problem with the local Wendy's. Otherwise, the Wendy's be good. So it's McDonald's. To cut to the chase of it, it's McDonald's. And the reason is because you can go into it might be dog shit, but it's a consistent dog shit. Like you can expect a 4 out of 10 pseudo meat burger, but like let me tell you, a 4 out of 10 pseudo burger is better than you expect a 10 out of 10. And you get a 2 out of 10. I would rather have that consistent garbage as opposed to rolling the dice and you're really hungry and you can't wait for your favorite burger and it's just fucking trash. Like you can't, that's the worst experience. So I go with the consistent garbage over the variable garbage. Food is one thing I don't like RNG on. Okay. 100%. Not worth it. Yeah. So how about yours? What's your favorite?
I have one follow-up question for you. Is that the only stuff available in your immediate vicinity? Like,
no, I order local food all the time. But
for fast food. For fast food, is it only like McDonald's, Arby's, McDonald's? Those are the ones that you would choose if you could choose. You know, the ones in your vicinity.
Well, it's. So I'm 6 or 7 miles from the town. So like it's and McDonald's is 20-ish plus minutes one way. So like if I'm talking the selection of food, it's actually pretty good. But like I can order, one spot and it's there in 45 minutes, or I can order another spot and it's an hour and a half.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's like because I live in Alaska, town of 10,000 people here, and so for that reason, like the gaps are. It's off a highway. It's the town I'm in, so it's really all over the place. So we have options. We have McDonald's, we got Wendy's, Sonic, Taco Bell, Burger King. I mean, I don't know. I got a lot. We don't have Five Guys.
McDonald's
we don't
is the top for you. Okay, I guess.
Yeah, well, I have limited options, but like I don't have. I have a decent enough selection. That I can pick through a decent. But we don't have Jack in the Box. We don't have In-N-Out. We don't. Yeah, it's a lot.
Right. Okay, so first, one thing on Wendy's. My wife loves Wendy's. Same exact thing. Not as egregious, though, but it's about 20 minutes if there's just one person in line with us. And I'm not exaggerating. Like, it does happen.
No, it takes forever.
It's crazy.
It takes forever. I think they're killing the cow every time. That's how they do fresh stuff, because it's fucking forever.
Even if you get her favorite thing, which I'm gonna share something. I hope she's not listening in the other room or anything right now, but
Yeah.
she gets the
Leak.
chili cheese fries. Okay, not
Poor
that bad,
man.
right? But
Yeah.
dude, she licks the container clean of
Yeah, Ty, I'm gonna stop you there. You shouldn't be. You're going too far. You shouldn't be sharing this. She's gonna watch this, bro, and you're on the fucking couch. That's a dude. That's a 100% overshare.
She would
That is
never.
100% overshare.
She would never. But the thing, I'm like, we're having a big conversation because I don't know about showing this to our daughters because they'll start licking the boxes of the food.
No, you just this entire portion, it should be redacted, and just the big black screen over it with technical problems. Doesn't make the VOD.
Okay, I'll move on to my favorite fast food then. Okay, I hate fast food in general, or I did for the longest time. I usually got local food, but I started getting fast food with the Path of Exile 2 launch, if you believe it or not. So I've got 2 places that are my go-to right now, and I bounce between the 2. For the longest time, it was Chipotle. Chipotle was my number 1 place. I have one 5 minutes from the house. They make it very quickly. Can get a burrito, can get a bowl. If I feel like I want to stuff myself, dude, get a burrito. I don't even get rice. I get double meat, pack that thing full of chicken. Oh my God. It's delicious. Okay. It's so messy though. That's the problem with the burritos, is because if I'm trying to eat something fast and I like bring it up here, right? I make a freaking mess with the burrito. Like I had to clean my, have you seen the H3 skit, the gamer gunk thing? Like, dude, that.
Yeah, I think I actually have. That's back when he made like
he made like 15 years ago. Yeah, it's like that, right? I have to clean my keyboard after, and if I eat over like not my keyboard, like I'm getting it all over the floor. So I love the burritos, but they're really really messy. So I've actually swapped to Jersey Mike's. Now I think this should classify as a fast food restaurant. It's basically it's fast, dude. Come on, it's a chain, okay? It's fast, right?
It's a chain.
I don't know how.
Okay, sure.
It is.
Well, yeah, okay. Well, yeah, okay. All right.
It's a better Subway.
I mean, ish.
It's a way better Subway. Okay. They have the bowl or bread option, so you can get whatever if you're feeling like you're a little hungrier, you need to be full longer. You get the bread. I am a weirdo. I get the gluten-free bread. Once again, I get double meat if I'm feeling.
How the fuck do you eat the gluten-free, dude?
It tastes better.
No, it doesn't. That's the brain damage from the fever talking. That shit does not taste good, dude. It is dry, crumbly. No. It's like the people like the scones, and these are just like objectively incorrect people. I don't care if it's your own personal taste buds. I know they taste like dog shit. Like it doesn't melt. It's just like little fucking sand. I hate sand. It just gets everywhere,
yeah. You have a bad Jersey Mike's, like I have a bad Arby's then, because the
it's the gluten-free. It has nothing to do with Jersey Mike's. It's the gluten-free. It's the gluten-free.
But if you put the right condiments and the right ingredients in the bread, it tastes so good. Like I get the gluten-free with they have this new sub. It's chicken, melted cheese, and pepperoni slices on it, and it's a hot sub, and it has like a pepper relish, and I get onions on it too. Oh my God, it's
saving
heaven.
it a bit,
dude. Yeah. It's good. It's so good. And then
I get a good cheesesteak too. Like I think they do a good cheesesteak. You know, I mean, you get yourself a good cheesesteak, and you're in it. It's 100% better than Subway. Quiznos is like a better Subway too. The problem with Subway is it's literally just a sandwich. They don't do anything that's special. It's just I don't want to make
the bread is I don't like the Subway bread. I saw an expose on the Subway bread a few years ago, and I never got Subway again. And every single time, my wife prefers Subway.
Is it just disgusting, like not clean, or what's wrong with the bread?
It's like fake bread, so it's highly processed and has tons of sugar in it. So it's not like real bread.
Everything we eat is fake. You can tell me it's made out of recycled plastic. I don't give a shit.
But Jersey Mike's has real bread as opposed to the fake grown bread.
What the fuck does real bread even mean?
Okay, the bread at Subway, like, they got to throw it away at the end of the day because it doesn't stay good because it's not real bread. It'll just like fall apart because it's just patched together with shit. Look, I'm swearing now. I never
You
swear
just
on much.
you put your bread. So you're telling me that when you have like a bread, like the bread that you're buying and eating, when you go to the Walmart and you buy your bread, like at the end of the day, it's gotta go to the store again. It's over.
No,
that doesn't make any sense.
No, specifically the Subway, but not all bread. Subway bread, like they have to toss it at the end of the day because it's not real bread. It's literally not real. It's not like. But
wouldn't the not real bread last longer?
No, okay, that's a great point. You think
that seems completely backwards.
I'm
gonna fact check you on this.
You guys, you can actually ask ChatGPT. Ask ChatGPT have real bread. Go for it. Go for it. Go for it. All right. Let's see what they say.
Here we go. Reddit, you know it's accurate.
Oh no.
We're supposed to throw food away every day. Some guy at Subway's like,
it's mostly the sugar content. Like Subway bread has a lot of sugar packed into it, so that it tastes.
ChatGPT says you're wrong. No, Subway does not necessarily. And they say necessarily, so they kind of they leave you open ended there. However, they do dispose of any bread that can be become stale or is not so before the fresh batches. But they have fresh. How can they both be fresh and fake?
I don't know. When was this? People in the chat might know. I haven't even looked. I watched. I think it was a John Oliver piece from like multiple years ago on Subway franchises and how Subway bread isn't real. It's packed with sugar and other artificial crap to make it taste.
I love sugar.
Oh my god,
that sounds good to me. I mean, look, rats get addicted to that shit immediately for a reason. Sounds fucking delicious. I like their bread. What are we talking about? Who cares if it's real? I want to satisfy. I mean, I said my favorite place, McDonald's. So I don't know how much my opinion's any good here, but like, yeah, it sounds tasty.
You know what, DM? My wife agrees with you because I get Jersey Mike's and she gets Subway. So they're right across the street from each other. And every single time I get Jersey Mike's, I have to drive across the street, walk inside with my Jersey Mike's bag, and pick up a Subway bag.
No, I 100% believe your Jersey Mike's better than Subway. Like, just to be on the record, Your Honor, Your Honor, you're totally on it. Like 100%. Subway is just, I don't, we have sandwiches at home except you're not at home, and that's basically what it is.
Right. So I don't know how the heck we got onto this, but Jersey Mike's is my favorite right now. Also, I didn't even say. So hot sub is that new chicken one. Cold sub chicken salad. Holy crap, dude. I tried their chicken salad sub like 2 months ago for the first time on a whim. I had like a free half or like 6-inch, whatever. And I said, I'll get a free 6-inch of the new type and my usual type just to be, I'll explore.
I'm sending you something here.
I'll be adventurous.
Just to show you. I'm sending you some proof. Look at your Discord here. Here, I'm sending you a screenshot you're welcome to share. I just want to show you I have receipts here to show you that I am an expert when it comes to a connoisseur of the fast foods. Okay, I know what I'm talking about. So this is why I'm able to immediately fact check live here.
Oh my god. Okay, well, you have me beat, good sir. Let's.
For sure. I got pretty much 99%. I'm in the 1 percentile. I'd be surprised if anyone in chat's got me beat on this record.
I will name this WoW, and I will save it here, and I will put it up on screen for everybody to see. I am not a connoisseur, dude. I usually get Thai food. I get Thai food or I get those fast foods because Thai's my favorite, but it's not a chain, so I don't think it counts as fast food. But I love Thai. You're not a fan of Thai?
I had one bad Thai food.
Oh, and you're done.
My first time I ate Thai, it tastes like shit. I never went back.
Oh, dang. That sucks. Here you go, guys. This is a leak. Leak direct from DM.
That's how you know. That right? I've had experience, okay? That's my rank 1 HCSSF fast food delivery munchies experience. That's a level 100 door patch. Let me put it this way. When I call DoorDash because they fucked up my order, I get spammed in return calls. They're just like, are you okay? Are you okay? We'll send a helicopter with what you need immediately. I'm like their #1 customer. I'm on speed dial and that's support. They love me over there.
Dude, we got Uber Eats one time. We've used it once. The person who delivered the pizza, okay. don't think that we were evil. It was a light snow outside when we ordered. That's why we didn't drive. Light snow. I'm talking like half an inch. And I live somewhere where you commonly get like a foot and a half of snow. Like a half an inch of snow. She freaking flipped over the pizza outside. Like, is this a common thing? We never got it again. Because we're like 10 minutes out. She flipped it over. It was on its, flipped over the box, and the box opened up, and the pizza was falling out, and the snow was going inside, and we had a kid. Did you not
tip her? What happened?
No, we tipped her. We tipped like 10% or something.
Yeah, you're fine. Okay.
10%. So, but we had like the kids. We were like doing stuff with the kids. So we didn't get to it for like 5 minutes. We got out there. The pizza's like half filled with snow, leaking out the box onto our cement and everything.
Yeah, that's a 0 star. That's a 0 star for me, son.
I was like,
I'm sorry. I don't complain too often, but that's going to be a negative 2 thumbs down for me. 100%.
10%. What are you talking about? 10%, you guys. We lived 5 minutes from the pizza place. 5 minutes, 10%, and it wasn't a I think it was like a what, $30, $35.
Okay, to be fair, I always tip like $10. Okay, because it's like it's. Okay, like, here's the thing. I order a $16 McDonald's, it ends up being like $25 because you got to write it. For me though, I live 6 miles from the McDonald's. So this guy's driving from their house, which is probably also 6 miles because it's Alaska, to the thing. I mean, they're out for an hour. Oh, they better as fuck have $8.
Right. No, I get that. Yeah.
For me, I got to tip well. So, I mean, pretty much I'm always treated very nicely. I mean, they damn near hand the thing to me and do a bow, you know what I mean? But, for if you're like right next to the pizza place, like I get it.
Yeah, we're right next. It was literally, it's, less than 5 minutes away, and guys, especially before I did YouTube, we are giga frugal. Like, we ate out once a month, okay?
Sure.
Once a month. So, yeah, my wife especially is very frugal. Although right now, I tip very nicely, okay? I'm, with my real job especially, I make a good amount of money now. I'm a tipper. I tip quite a bit, okay? I make sure I'm always very kind to everybody. How did we get on that? Oh my goodness. Well, you wanted a 2-hour podcast, DM. We're at an hour and 40 now.
There we go. Now I feel more important.
With 25 minutes.
I got the part I wanted to talk about.
There you go. And that's all staying in the VOD, and people are going to be like, what in the
Well, not all of it. There's one part you got to cut out, buddy. You got to cut that out.
I'm going to completely cut it out. I'm going to go into the live stream editor in YouTube, okay? And I'm going to trim.
Remove that shit right out of there, and you're back in the bed. Or else otherwise, it's going to be couch try, fucking immediately on the couch. That one day that you need to be enjoying, you're all going to be feeling bad because you got done with a 12-hour argument beforehand. It's going to ruin the launch for you. I'm doing you a favor right now.
All right. Well, I know what I'm doing after I get off the stream, man. So I really appreciate it, dude. It's always super fun to talk with you. And before you got on, and I'm going to shout it out again here, you are always so nice to me in private, dude. You've been so helpful over the past 2 years, just with the channel and everything. I really appreciate it, man. I'm gonna say it publicly in front of everybody too. I glaze you enough in private. I got to do it in public as well. So thank you. Yeah, thank you.
No, you don't get bonus points for not being an asshole. So no problem, bud.
All right, man. Well, thank you so much. Everybody knows where to check out DM, Twitch, YouTube. All links will be below. Have a good launch, man. It's gonna be a good time.
All right, man. Enjoy your day. I hope that you get everything done that you need. I hope you're not on the couch, and I'll see you. You got to get those DoorDash numbers up, by the way. Those are rookie numbers. See if you can beat my record there. That's the leaderboard you really got to climb, all right? And then when we come back, I expect better take on the Subway bread. But it's all good. We'll let it go.
Maybe I'll give it a go. It's been a few years since I've tried it. Maybe I'll do a little bit more research. I'll have actual sources for the next debate. So,
all right, GG.
Wrap. Right. Thanks, DM. Talk to you later. This is the cut right here.
There's the clap.
Beautiful.